attorney who appeared in a knit dress with short sleeves. They sanctioned her like $10,000.
That was 1964?
That was 1954. Yeah, maybe 54.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then, anyway, but I got permission, and that was when I was admitted to the bar, and it turned into a comedy, and I played the comedy for everything it was worth, and had lots of fun with the court.
When she admitted bar, that's when she wore the miniskirt.
Yeah.
When you were admitted to the bars, when you wore your miniskirt, like.
Yeah, and the fun thing though was that my admission was being moved by a National Lawyers Guild constitutional lawyer who practiced there all the time. And when they had back when they used to have these ceremonies, what they would do is first they would call all the really important people, like, the colonels and generals and children of the the congressional, coterie. And then, secondly, they would have the constitutional lawyers. And frankly, before the United States Supreme Court, most of the people who argue are people who do nothing except that sort of thing. So they got, they're sort of classed by themselves. But, and then after that, they had they were admitting classes by the whole. And I had gone to Wayne State Law School after 4 years at University of Michigan on scholarship. And my final year, the university was trying to expel me for my political activities, and my political activities were trying to expel me for being a factionalist.
Oh, what?
I thought that was really funny. For being a factionalist.
Okay.
And what happened, though, was fortunately the state president of the the Michigan black labor, well, actually, it's Michigan's I'm sorry, I just got out of a hot tub. Yes, and besides, you should give me some of the hot stuff. Anyhow, no, what happened was that I was a member of the Labor Youth League, and the university was trying to expel me for that, and the state chairperson was a black man by the name of Balls of Baxter. And so I used to run from in the morning from a hearing with well, I'm lying like mad about my political activities that I wish not to talk about. And then I'd run in the afternoon over to the hearing with. And finally, what happened was the state chairman came in. And he said to the people who were trying to kick me out, he said, listen, he said, you guys are assholes. In fact, thanks to what happened there, I never did join the Communist Party, thank goodness. I had to explain that. But the thing was, he said, what are you doing? She's going ahead and she's demanding that you... I was on the board of directors and I demanded that we have a real election and people should discuss real issues. Mm-hmm. And of course that was not what they were intending. The Communist Party told them who they should have to be on their board. And they had me the first time, and then they had some fun things.
Oh, wait, when you wore the pantsuit in front of the U.S.
Oh, okay, well, I wore the pantsuit in the United States Supreme Court.
What year was that?
1973.
Oh, are you recording this? He is.
Oh. And in 1973, when I went in, Judge Blackmun, I think it was, who at that time had become the civil rights lawyer on the bench, he had said it was okay for me to wear a pantsuit. And Berger, the Chief Justice, was pissed off because Nixon didn't like pantsuits on women. And so therefore he did not want me to be able to do it. But Blackmun said, you can do it. So then the clerks had told me they'd provided me a desk to sort of learn about what was going on. And they told me that Berger would not dissent unless he could find one other judge to dissent with him. And so my husband and I went home and talked to my aunt, who was very active in D.C. statehood, and we had this political discussion. And we decided that we had a good enough case. I mean, because Justice Douglas didn't want to even have an argument, because he said the opinion which Berger had written, and which I was both county council and I were citing the law about, that it was so bad. He said, listen, just reverse. You don't need to have any argument. But the other judges decided they had to give Berger a chance to do what he thought he could do.
And so, but you wore this pantsuit, and was there any fallout? I think Jan said that the New York
Well, the
Times
next,
wrote a
well, the
story.
next day. See, they had the court polled the justices, and it was 8-1, saying, yeah, we don't give a shit if she wears a pantsuit. Even Rehnquist